Hi there, I'm Robin Simons of robinsimons.com, and I'm here to share with you some of the coolest trends in marketing and growing your business in this four-part training series called Publishing Power for Entrepreneurs. Discover what your book can do for your business. In this video, I'll be covering how to easily navigate the publishing process. So let's just take a few minutes here to talk about the key differences between traditional book publishing and self-publishing. Now, one of the most important things that you need to understand about traditional book publishing is that they typically expect you to do all the heavy lifting when it comes to marketing your book. That's one of the reasons why publishers give authors book advances, so that you can use it to market your own book. And the really sad thing is that after all is said and done, and the author's royalties typically amount to about $2 a book on a hard copy book that the publisher is selling for $29.95. This is because the publisher needs to deduct the cost of formatting, manufacturing, distribution, and of course, they need to take their share of the profit too. But then, and here's a really big key here, all of this is only if they accept your book. And in most cases, publishers require writers to work through agents, and their primary job is to identify titles that publishers will find marketable and will want to publish. But if you're a first-time author and they do decide to publish you, many of the major publishing companies will usually try to retain the rights to the content of your book. Now, this is really important for you to know, because what this means is that you can never use that content from your own book that you wrote to develop into future products and programs later on. Another thing that many entrepreneurs believe is that if they publish their book in a physical format, in a print book, with some of the better known print-on-demand publishers, that it means it's going to be available in every bookstore around the world. Now, just because you publish a physical book does not mean that you'll see it in an actual bookstore. You might see it on the retailer's website, but unfortunately, if your name isn't Donald Trump or Deepak Chopra or even Jack Canfield, you're not going to be able to walk into your friendly neighborhood Barnes & Noble and find your book sitting there on the shelf. That's a really big difference between a book that's available for purchase and one that's actually available in store. There are other options though, if your heart is really set on producing a physical book. You could self-publish with a print-on-demand provider or an independent publishing house, but you'll really need to do your homework on this before making a commitment. It can be really expensive to go this route, since many independent publishers require minimum print runs. On the downside, once your book is printed, you're kind of stuck with it. You can't make revisions if it doesn't sell, or even worse, if there are mistakes in the content or the formatting. So realistically, you could end up with boxes of unsold books sitting on your dining room floor for a really long time. Now, a great alternative is CreateSpace, which is actually owned by Amazon. Because CreateSpace is a true print-on-demand service provider, they don't carry boxes of inventory, and they only print your book when someone places an order for it. The great thing about this is that with CreateSpace, you can make revisions to your book as often as you like and then republish it. Anyone who ever orders your book will always receive the most current version. Now, once you've written your book and you're ready to publish it, there are a few things that I've seen many entrepreneurs do that can really have a negative impact on its sales. And the most common mistake I've seen new authors make is with their pricing. I see a lot of authors get pulled into all the hype and the excitement of publishing their own book, that they begin to focus more on the book sales and being a bestseller versus getting their own book into the hands of their ideal readers or clients. A great strategy is to set a lower price point between 99 cents and $2.99. Book buyers tend to really weigh their options and give a lot of consideration to spending any more than $5 on buying a book, especially if it's an ebook. Whereas one that's usually priced between 99 cents and $2.99 is much easier to mentally justify. You'll see a lot more impulse buying happening at the lower price points. Plus, people are less inclined to return a book if they don't feel they've got a ton of value from it. Giving away your book as much as possible is an even better strategy and will get more books into the hands of potential clients even faster. And there's actually a way that you can do this on Amazon that I'll tell you about in a few minutes. Remember, the goal isn't the number of sales. It's really about getting a ton of books out there into the public and into the hands of potential clients. Now, many entrepreneurs already have a book or a special report on their own website that they can use as an opt-in offer. But by doing this, you're actually limiting its lead generation potential by using it in this way. There's nothing wrong with using your book as a free opt-in gift, but the thing is, how are people going to find your website in the first place so they can opt in to get your book? Unless you have some kick-ass search optimization happening or you have a ton of fresh new website leads every single day, then your book isn't going to do much for you in terms of driving new leads just by sitting there on your website. On the other hand, Amazon has millions of visitors each and every day and is a stronger search engine than Google when it comes to content search. And the Amazon search engine is primarily driven, like Google, by keywords. So having your book posted on your website will not magically make you an overnight success. However, publishing your book on Amazon can bring you greater visibility and help you grow your business if you understand and leverage the process and strategies for using it as a lead generation and marketing tool. You know, I spent an enormous amount of time investigating all the online book retailers and the programs that they have in place to support authors on their websites, which was, honestly, it was really eye-opening. This is how I discovered the incredible marketing opportunities that Amazon provides for its authors, especially authors who have self-published their books. You just need to know the ins and outs of their systems to really make the magic happen. You know that, Amazon does a really good job of supporting self-published authors, and they have some really cool programs to help us promote our books that we should all be taking advantage of, like Amazon Free Days and Kindle Countdown deals. For now, though, I'm going to talk a bit about Amazon Free Day promotions. This is one that I actually use a lot because I really do feel that it's the key driver behind getting your book into the hands of people all around the world in a big way and building your expert credibility quickly. This tool really is the power to sharing your message and growing your business. So what I want to do now is just to quickly educate you a little bit on Amazon's Kindle Select program. When you publish your book for sale on Amazon.com, you have the option of also enrolling your book in the Kindle Select program. Through this program, Amazon allows you to give away your book for free up to 5 days every 90 days. And if you do this properly, it can give you the downloads and the reviews that you need to get the ball rolling. This is an excellent way to promote your book. Now remember, as an entrepreneur, your goal isn't necessarily book sales. Your goal is to get your book into as many hands as possible where people are going to learn about you, get to know you, like you, and trust you. And ultimately, they're going to make it over to your website to opt into that free gift that you want to offer. Your book is really just a vehicle, and if you happen to make a few dollars a month in sales, that isn't so bad either, is it? And that's the real power behind publishing your own book, the ability to drive people to your website and get them to opt into your list. And here's the thing. With this strategy, you have the ability to increase your list every 90 days simply by giving it away every 90 days. These are your list building bonus times. So you know what? Work them all you can. So I just want you to take a minute here and consider this. Each day that your book sits unfinished, you're undoubtedly losing money, and you're losing speaking opportunities and publicity. And you're also losing the ability to impact more lives. Okay, well, that wraps up this video today. The next video in this training series is one that you won't want to miss because I'm going to share 5 critical keys for promoting your way to a bestseller. Now, creating a bestseller campaign is a really complicated process and it has a lot of moving parts. So in video number 3, I'm going to break it all down into 5 simple pieces for you. So make sure you come back and check out video number 3 coming up in just a couple of days. And once again, I'd love it if you would post any questions or comments that you might have about this video below in the comments section or on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Robin Simons Fans. And I'll see you on the next video.